I'm a bit of an anxious person, and I feel like I feel like I'm gonna.
Are you? It's okay.
I feel pretty nauseous.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's just breathe.
Oh,
right?
God, no! I can't do this again. I can't do this
breathe
again.
In,
Not on
big
TV.
breath
Not on
in,
TV.
Big breath out, please.
No.
ATM. Oh boy.
Have you ever felt so sad, so alone that you just want to give up? Well, guess what? I have.
You're not alone.
Luckily for you and me, oh, there's a place where we can be absolutely free. And guess what? It's not that bad.
This place of dreams.
So join us and we will take you there on a carpet ride that's full of wonder with Dr. Fitzpatrick Therapy Talk Show of Dreams.
What do you mean by simulations?
I want to know what happens when a T-Rex eats a person.
Like you're the person?
Yeah, like me specifically.
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah, I know. I can do it all on my
cool.
computer.
Can I get a round of applause for Dr. Bishop, please? Just, oh my goodness.
Thank you. Thank you.
So much about dinosaurs, more about dinosaurs than I know about medicine, which is kind of cool, I think.
I did go to Brown.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. That's very exciting. I don't even know where that is.
Neither do I.
Everyone, thank you for being here. On everybody at home and everybody in person. It's wonderful to see you all. Wonderful to be here with you all. We've already had a great time with some of our patients today. And just like every day in this very professional setting, we are going to keep checking in with these guys. And so before we get into our fourth episode here, I'd like to just say something that is sort of important, maybe, kind of up to you. And that's just that you're your own person. And it sounds basic and it sounds normal, but there's only one of you. And however you go about your business in the world, you're the only one. No one has the ability to be you. And I think it's something we forget a lot, because I think a lot of the time we can let what we do or what we do for work or what we sort of believe in to be the things that define us. But that's not true. Only you and the people you choose to share that truth with know who you are. So with that, we're going to introduce our next patient. I'm very excited to meet him. Kind of an oddball, but let's see what we've... Oh! There's a... It's lucky. It's $100. I don't use money. You want this?
Yeah, big time.
Here you go. Cool.
Thank you.
Well, very exciting. Sorry about that little distraction, folks. Let's meet our patient. Everybody, the ATM machine.
Hi.
And before we get started, ATM machine sounds kind of formal. Is there something else that you like to go by?
Yeah, you could just call me ATM. ATM machine. That's just what my business associates call me.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ATM then.
Yeah.
Well, ATM, it's very nice to meet you. I would love to hear about why you've come in today.
Yeah. So, wow, the lights are really hot.
Oh, sorry. We could maybe...
No, it's cool. This is my first time on TV. Sorry to.
Understood. Well, everybody, why don't we give ATM a warm welcome, right?
Oh my God. Thank you.
Everybody's very excited to get to know you.
Yeah. And I'm excited to get to know everybody.
If I may, ATM, I don't want to get too real at the beginning here, but you sound a little nervous. I just want to let you know before we get started that this is a really safe place to say whatever you want to say. There's no judgment from me or Dr. Bishop. He's a dinosaur guy. I'm like a medicine guy.
Oh, a dinosaur and a medicine guy. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So please, just tell us what's going on and feel free to say anything you like.
Well, Yeah, I just got a lot going on in my life, and I just think, you know, I'm a bit of an anxious person, and I feel like I feel like I'm gonna.
Are you? It's okay.
I feel pretty nauseous.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's just breathe.
Oh,
right?
God, no, I can't do this again. I
let's
can't
just
do this
breathe
again.
in,
Not on
big
TV,
breath
not on
in,
TV.
Big breath out. Please,
no.
ATM. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Good. No. That's.
Oh, God,
That's a lot. But that's no. ATM. That's okay. That's okay.
That's money!
No. ATM, please. It's okay. We can get somebody will come in. Somebody will clean this up. It's really no problem. We've had worse spills. We've had like chemical spills and stuff. It gets gross with the chemicals. This is fine. And ATM, I'm sorry that this is your reaction, but that's okay. How about we take a moment before we talk anymore, and let's just breathe, okay? Let's start. Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's okay. Let's
That actually made me feel a bit better.
That's good. Well, here, just one sec. Let's take a big breath in.
Okay.
And a big breath out. In and out. In and out. You feeling a little more calm?
No. Not
That's okay.
calmer.
That's fine.
Actually, that restricted my diaphragm.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you had one.
I do. All ATM machines do.
Good. Okay. Well, that's great. Why don't we get into the meat of the issue? ATM.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the anxiety. What is causing you to have a reaction like this? And again, I want to reiterate, anything that's causing the anxiety, it's okay. There's no judgment. Just tell me what's going on.
Well, I came on this show originally. I know you don't do this kind of stuff, but I got money problems.
Clearly.
See, the thing is, as an ATM machine, I'm not very functional because I keep just spitting out fat wads. Fat fucking stacks and fat fucking wads of dough and cheddar and all the like. It's just spewing out of me back and forth all the time. I don't even know how it happens.
And that's okay.
I start feeling a certain way, and I start, there's like it feels like there's lights on me sometimes, and the lights are really, really hot right now. And
ATM, that's
I'm
okay.
starting to feel
everything's okay. Just breathe, please. and I want you to know that it sounds like being an ATM and doing the job of dispensing money is very important to you. Yeah. And I want you to know something I've sort of been trying to focus on, which is just that who you are isn't necessarily defined by how well you do a job or how well you service as an ATM. And so
I know.
I'd really love to talk about, beyond the money, what's causing this in the first place? What makes you so anxious that you need to throw up money? What's going on, ATM? Is there something more emotional happening?
Well, I think a big part of it, since I keep just spewing out money, fat stacks, I'm not doing my job very well. And I think sometimes the pressure of being an ATM machine gets to me. And I just keep getting into more and more debt, and it just spirals. I just keep spiraling, and it just, everything adds on to itself, which is really hard for me.
I understand. And I'm really sorry. Oh, that's a little... Okay.
That one's for you, Doc.
Thanks, I guess.
That did not taste good. That one didn't taste good. That one's been some places.
Sorry to hear that. That's...
Ugh. Yeah, that was a bad one. Ugh. Sometimes you get some bad ones, and yeah, never mind.
I don't
Just keep
totally
going.
understand how this. That's okay. What matters, ATM, is it sounds like you're dealing with sort of a debt issue.
Yeah, I guess technically, yeah, I am.
Well, ATM,
I owe the banks some money.
clearly. But ATM, I think that it's very natural and normal to be caught in this vicious cycle. I think a lot of us struggle with paying things on time or paying people back, that sort of thing. There's a lot of pressure to that. And while it's always best to do it as soon as you can, I don't think it's right to sort of string somebody up or judge their character completely just based on how well they pay back debt or how well they do a job. That's silly.
Yeah.
And ATM, like I said before, how well you perform as an ATM, that's not who ATM is. There's a lot more of you in there. And I would argue, because I got a lot of problems with the bank, and I would argue that maybe this is the bank's responsibility.
But Doc, the bank is my mother.
That complicates things. Do you have a good relationship with your mother?
I mean, she can be a bit overbearing, and sometimes she asks for a lot in return. But in the end, I do love her, and I know she loves me, after all.
Well, ATM.
She gave birth to me.
Well, ATM, if your mother loves you and if you feel like that, okay.
Ugh, that one, ugh, God.
If your mother loves you and you feel like that relationship is there, why don't you just talk to her about it? Bring this up.
Yeah. Yeah, I could reach out.
Do you think she would respond to that? I mean...
I think she would. She keeps asking me to, call sometime.
Well, ATM, I think you should call her. And I understand how it can be hard to call her with all of this building up.
Yeah.
But at some point, you're going to have to rip that Band-Aid off. And maybe you will have to pay all of this back. And I don't know exactly how that works, but I will say that there's a conversation to it. Because I think your mother, who loves you, would understand that this is a lot and that this is sort of crushing you.
Right.
And I think she would understand that the more you think about this and the more you get anxious about this, the more money that flies out, right?
Yeah.
And so I think she would be willing to have a conversation with you in which maybe you could pay back a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
Does that sound a little less daunting, a little less anxious to maybe just pay one bill back at a time until eventually you get there?
Yeah, actually, when you break it down like that, it does seem, manageable.
Sure. And I'll add something to that.
Yeah.
That it's not going to be totally easy. And you need to be ready for that. But ATM, I know that you're brave enough to do it. You know why I know that?
Why do you know that, Doc?
Because you came on to my show and you told me about it.
Aw, shucks.
You've
Yeah,
been
you're
telling
right.
me all about your problem, and so clearly you have the ability to do it. And paying back a little bit at a time, it is also kind of a daunting task. But the hardest thing about it will not be just paying back, one bill a day or one bill a week, whatever, however you and your mom decide to figure it out. The hardest thing, though, is that you have to do it every day. And you have to keep at it. And that's not going to be easy after a while. But ATM, I know that you have the ability to do it. Just in you being honest here. I mean, you puked money up all over the place, and yet you're still talking to all of us. Hey, everybody, isn't that brave of ATM?
Oh, man. Thank you.
And so really, I really think that as long as you can figure something out with your mom and keep at some kind of schedule, I think you're going to be just fine. And truly, there's nothing wrong or there's nothing about your character that is diminished just because you throw up and lose a bunch of money every so often.
Yeah. I think I can do it, Doc. I think... Oh, God.
Whoa.
I think I'm gonna...
Whoa.
I think I'm gonna...
Whoa. Hold on. You're going to be okay.
I think
it's
I'm gonna...
okay. ATM, breathe. In.
I think I'm gonna cry.
Oh. Well, I think that's beautiful, ATM. Are you okay?
They're happy tears, Doc.
Everybody, please, for ATM.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I think you're going to be just fine, buddy. And I really wish you luck. And I don't know, do you want me to cram this money back in you? Or
that would be actually so gross. That would be...
Oh, you don't want that.
That would be actually fucking vile.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry I suggested it.
God.
I apologize. That's my bad.
That's okay. You don't...
Okay. Thank you, ATM, for coming on today. Thank you for joining us. It's been really lovely having you, and I think you've made a lot of people at home feel maybe a bit better about the debt they have or their responsibilities that really seem daunting or impossible. I think just knowing that somebody else is going through the same thing can actually be all the help that somebody needs. So, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fitzpatrick.
It's no problem. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and thank you for tuning in. This has been Dr. Fitzpatrick's office. We will see you next time.
Oh, it's so much fun to be someone in this world again. Oh, to have and hold a friend. Oh, it's so much joy to make and to destroy.